everyone, it's Seji, and today I will be talking about my second TBR of this year, and it is still January. Oh my gosh. So this has been working splendidly for me, just picking a couple of books and just saying, this is what I'm going to be reading, because doing the monthly thing just never worked for me, and I think now I have found the solution. So yeah, let's talk about the books I am going to be reading in the indefinite future. So the first one is Upright Women Wanted by Sarah Gailey. I spoke about this one in my book haul video. So this is about a girl who is fleeing from an arranged marriage. The person she was supposed to marry was actually supposed to marry her best friend who she was in love with, but she got executed for the possession of resistance propaganda. Anyway, this book is set in the American Southwest. Yes, Southwest, and it is full of bandits, fascists, and queer librarians. Then I've got two mangas, Happiness 2 and Happiness 3. So these were written by Shuzo Oshimi, and it's just like a vampire manga. The schoolboy gets bitten by a vampire when he's outside at night, and he turns into a vampire, and other people turn into vampires, and it's just really bad. People die. It's really interesting. If you have watched my manga wrap up, you'll know what this is about. I really enjoy this manga. I think it's one of my favorites of the ones that I've read over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm actually a bit sad to read these two volumes because I only have volume 5 and 6 in my possession, and there are still 4 other volumes. But this year I'm not buying any books, so how am I going to be reading this? My library doesn't have manga, so it's sad. But yeah, I still have another manga, No Longer Human by Junji Ito, and I can still request online arcs, but yeah, I won't be able to finish Happiness this year, but we'll just see how everything goes. Then another book I am actually a bit sad to read because it's the last book in the Wayward Children series that I haven't read yet, and that is In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire. I think I've said this so many times, but here we go again. Wayward children. So you have these children who don't really fit in, and they find these doors that just magically appear, and they go through them and they enter this magical world that fits them perfectly. Some are reminiscent of Alice in Wonderland, others are darker, like the moors that is filled with vampires and crazy scientists and things like that. And so some of these children by necessity have to go back to their own world, and they feel completely disconnected, and the only thing that they're really trying to do is just get back to their worlds, find their doors. So this book is about one of the teachers there. This is a, what's it called? A prequel? Yes, it's a prequel. It's about one of the teachers named Lundy, and it's about her time in her world. And then the next one I'm really excited about, and that is Pizza Girl by Jean Kyung Fraser. And this is about a teenager who is pregnant and works as a pizza delivery girl. And she gets this call from a woman asking her to put pickles on top of her pizza, and so she delivers that pizza, and this bond emerges basically between the two. And yeah, Pizza Girl basically becomes obsessed with this woman, and that's what this book is about. It is a debut novel, and it comes out in June. Doubleday is publishing it. Then another one I really want to finish is Cleanness by Garth Greenwell. I spoke about this in my book haul video as well, and yeah, so if you want to know a bit more about the first 2 stories, you can check that video out. So basically this book is about desire, different types of desire, and it uses this gay English teacher who lives in Sofia, Bulgaria, to explain that, or rather explore it. Then I also want to read Little Gods by Meng Jin. It's about this girl whose mother grew up in China. She's Chinese American and her mother dies unexpectedly, and so she travels back to China, and there she meets her father and a friend of her mother's, and it kind of like creates this portrait of her mother. That's what this book is about. Then finally, Lakewood by Megan Giddings. This is a debut novel. I spoke about this as well in my book haul video. It's about a girl, an African American girl, who studies at university, Lena, and when her grandmother passes away, the extent of her family's debt is really revealed. And so Lena has to drop out and find some work in order to pay the bills. And so she finds this gig. She has to participate in experiments at Lakewood, and these experiments are rather interesting. It seems like these people are able to do incredible things like change your eye color or cure dementia or make a pill that just takes away all of your bad thoughts. But of course there is a downside to this because they are experimenting on humans and the consequences are incredibly high, and so Lena really has to think about how far she's really willing to sacrifice herself in order to save her family. And so this book is about race and class and basically how society is able to exploit weaker groups within our society for their own benefit. I am reading this now. I'm at page 81 and I think it's incredibly interesting. So those were all of my books that I want to read. I don't know if I'll be able to finish them before the end of the month, and I actually had planned to only read Black literature during Black History Month, but that's not possible because I have like my schedule with when I have to like upload things and promises I made to people. So yeah, but thanks very much and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.